Hi and welcome to Arrows TV. I'm your host Johnny Kelly and here with me is Darren Best.
Today on the show we're going to do the normal things. We're going to cap over all the games from the weekend for the under-16s and the men. We're also going to preview the games for the under-16s and for the men, and also the under-18s have their first game coming up. First up, we have some highlights of the under-16s on the weekend versus Newcastle.
How do you feel the game went today?
I think it was a pretty good game. Obviously there was areas where we can work on, certain things that we should have done but sort of messed up on, but we won, so obviously that's a good thing. So, yeah.
Do you feel you played today?
Obviously not attacking wise, I wasn't really in the game, but I think defensively I played well. There was a few areas I could have worked on, like getting in front of the ball and moving a bit more. But yeah, played well.
How do you feel the game went today?
The game went reasonably well. It's nice to get a win. Wasn't the prettiest win I've ever seen, but you know, we got over the line and we looked comfortable. We never looked like we were going to lose the game. It just took us some time to establish a considerable lead.
There were the highlights and also a quick interview with James Bennett and also the coach. The leading stat getters for that game was Ross with an incredible 28 points, 17 rebounds, 10 steals, and I believe he also had 5 assists to chuck in there as well. Leo played very well with 18 points, 8 rebounds and 6 steals. Connor was solid as well, very close to a double-double with 9 points and 8 rebounds. So up next is the under-16s versus Manchester highlights.
Behind you.
Johnny mentioned during a team talk that we've got to be the one diving on the ball. We've got to make that extra couple of inches. Do you think that'll be able this kind of thing will get us wins against the bigger teams that we'll face later this year?
No, definitely. For years I've been at Arrows, everyone's always given 100%. Everyone's always diving on loose balls. Everyone's always putting the extra effort, and that's what's put us ahead of other teams.
With a few rookies coming to their second year and a lot of players coming into their third and fourth year, the team's really starting to come together. We played well against Notts Nova despite the loss. We had a good win against Newcastle yesterday. Despite our loss today, there's a lot of momentum going through the squad. How do you think we can take this through the rest of the season?
I think you've got it nailed it on the head. There's a lot of momentum and a lot of excitement. Leicester was a bit of a fluke game because we didn't really kind of come out for the first game, but we are picking up, you know, and we should have won against Notts Nova, and that was pretty tough to take. But we took it out on Newcastle and looked very, very comfortable. And today there's some positives coming out of today, and we're going forward now where we've played, what I would say are 4 teams in our first 4 games that are going to be in the top 5 or 6. So we've had a really tough start, but now we're going to get into the season. We've picked up a key win, which will give us some confidence, and the Saints is definitely one that is mouth-watering for next week, and a win there will really bring some confidence for the guys, and we'll just see where it goes. We've said all along, top 4, reach the playoffs will be a good season, and in my view, although we're 1 and 3, we're still on track to do so.
There were some of the highlights from the Manchester game. Here are some stats. Leo managed to get 16 points and 5 steals. Zerain got 12 points and 6 rebounds, and James Bennett managed to get 12 rebounds with his 4 points. The men played this weekend with a doubleheader in London. Darren, how did that go?
Well, yeah, basically we were entering into basically dead rubbers in the cup, so that the results didn't really matter for us. So it was important for us to go forward and get ready for the season, which starts this weekend in the league. Having said that, we always want to go down and be competitive. We played West Side on the Saturday in a pretty up and down match, which was there right until the end. We went down narrowly in the end. Leading scorers for that game was myself with 22, Akin had 15 and Joseph had 10. I think as a team we showed some good signs there, and definitely when they come down to Killamarsh, that'll be one that will be very disappointed if we don't get away with the win. And on the Sunday we played Brixton in Brixton, and for those of you that have been down there know that it's a little bit of a hostile environment, but it was good for us to come together and play against a team that just dropped down from Division 1. They're a quality outfit. We were limited in numbers, but that's never an excuse. So once again, we started working on things that we felt like we needed to do coming towards the start of the league. We did go down in that game as well. Top scorers was Akin, had 21 in a great showing from him, and hopefully he can continue that. I had 19, and James, was good to see him hit some form and hit 10 shots, 10 points. Sorry. So I think going forward this weekend we're in good shape for the first game of the league against Derby. So tell us a little bit about the games for the juniors this weekend.
Well, the under-16s have another doubleheader, which is incredible in my opinion. That players so young have 4 games in 2 weekends. But they've got a big rivalry against the Saints on Saturday at All Saints at 12 o'clock. If we play well, we should win. But you can't ever just take granted that you're going to win. You've got to go out there and perform. Also on Saturday, the under-18s play their first game of the season away at Notts Nova. Very, very difficult game. But we're quietly confident that we can go in and put a good performance together, and you never know. As we saw with the 16s down there a couple of weeks ago. Also, the 16s will play on Sunday directly before the men at 1 o'clock. They play Derby Trailblazers as well in the first round of the Cup. Hopefully we can have a cup run, and you never know with the group of players we've got. But playing a lower league opposition, again, if we play well, we should be able to pick 2 wins up for that team.
Yeah, nice. So obviously Sunday home games is 1 o'clock for the under-16s versus Derby, and then 3 p.m. tip-off for the men's versus Derby as well. So from what I'm told, that used to be a bit of a rivalry between the Arrows and the Trailblazers. So hopefully we can reunite that with Derby dropping down this season into our division, and I'm sure they'll be anxious to get back up, but we're going to do our best to stop them. So come down to Killamarsh, double header, great way to spend a Sunday. 1 p.m. tip for the under-16 men and a 3 p.m. tip for the senior men.
Absolutely. So until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.